An increasing understanding attempt probing family. I'm gonna go with the family one this time. Medical guide, the American Medical Association. I'll put some information about the particular copy in the video description. I'm Tanis Sheeher of Seattle. This is a Random House 1982 edition. And I'm thinking of something. What to go for? I have something related to the heart since I do cardiology self-experimentation. I'm going to go to the index and look it up. And I do cardiology is the study of the human heart and the corresponding blood system. And I've decided something that comes to mind. Let's see if it's in here. Coronary heart disease, which I'm looking up, and it says coronary heart disease, C, coronary artery disease. That's page 820 in the index. All right. Page 3, so then coronary artery disease, page 374 to 6. It's got a few pages. I don't know if I'm going to read all of that then. Oh, it even comes with the diagram. Whoa. So this is like, okay, so here we go. Page 374. It has a bunch of different names per this family medical guide. And I'm Tanis Sheeher of Seattle, and this is Tuesday, 28 July 2026. And it says coronary artery disease, coronary atherosclerosis, ischemic heart disease, coronary heart disease. So for me, I'm gonna go with coronary heart disease. Alrighty. So the heart needs, per this, so quote, your heart muscle requires a constant flow of oxygen and nutrient-rich blood, just as all your other body organs do. This requirement is to keep the heart itself healthy and functioning, and is only indirectly related to the blood required to fill the heart's chambers. Blood reaches your heart through two main coronary arteries and a network of blood vessels over the surface of the heart muscle over the surface of the heart muscle nourishes it. End quote. All right, so I'm going to start. I previously brought up that arteries have oxygen-rich blood and carry blood out to the body, and then the veins bring that oxygen-depleted blood back to the body. So it works different around the heart, if you caught that or not. Blood reaches your heart, so quote, blood reaches your heart through two main coronary arteries, end quote. So in the human body outside of the heart organ, it works different in there. The core of the heart system works differently. It's reached to the heart through the arteries, as opposed to the rest of the body gets it through the arteries, and then it goes back to the heart through the veins. So that's kind of a cool, just basic operational one. So in that sense, arteries carry blood to all of the body, including the heart. However, outside of the heart, then veins bring it back to the heart. All right. It looks like it has a number of different differentiations. So I'm looking at it, reading it, and it immediately kind of I'll summarize. So it sounds like it kind of coronary heart disease, then it includes possibly like fatty deposits, narrowing of the coronary arteries. There can be clotting in the arteries. So narrow or blocked, so that'd be kind of a clot. So it sounds like that's kind of what it goes with it. Oh, and they have heart, and if heart attack falls into this one. Okay, so that's kind of the summary. What are the symptoms? Quote, often there are no symptoms of coronary artery disease, especially in the early stages, end quote. So then what are the risks? You're like, well, okay, so essentially it narrows and blood, clots or something, so then why is it a problem? Like if there are no symptoms. Okay, what are the risks? Quote, coronary artery disease is common in the Western world where it accounts for 30% of all deaths. So almost 1/3 of the world dies from this. End quote. What? End quote. So more than, okay. It talks about some of the statistics. I'll do that. I'll just skip over that. What am I probing? So, here we go. What should be done? So, on the next page, page 375. Well, I probed the arteries and veins, so that's my own Tanis clarifying for, I guess that's a YouTube specific for the history of my channel. Careful there. So if it kills a bunch of people and there are no symptoms, how do we, can I with my research do something that could like add in a preventative stage instead of death? So what should be done? This is a great sentence. I'm going to quote this. Page 375. Too often, sudden death is the first sign of the disease. End quote. The first sign of the disease is sudden death. All right. So this is like one that I've read from this book before. This is one that I looked up, you know, a long time ago and came in at foundation level for my cardiology self-experimentation and being like, this is one that if I actually understood my stuff, I have no idea if I could help this condition or not. And I might not be able to. Right? I don't actually research the condition, but I was like, it's one where it's like, okay, it talks about preventative measures being taken. And I was like, it would be really cool, not that it will, but if my stuff could help with like a preventative stage. So it's not just you have a condition and you're dead, or you didn't even know that you're just dead and that this condition killed you. So that's my probing. Preventative measures, and I think a lot of it is like, you know, diet and exercise is kind of a theme that I'm seeing and looking at this. It says for women, birth control can actually increase your chances of it, so don't take birth control if you want a healthy heart. I got that. I menstruate, and I don't take birth control. So it has a list, but then it also accounts for 30%. So who knows? Maybe my stuff could inadvertently help here. But this is the heart organ, and then the arteries are on it. So even with the high risk stuff, there's also the like surgery could be very difficult because the arteries are on the heart itself, and you know, one scalpel, teeny tiny movement, and it punctures the organ, and the person dies. I don't know. I'm not a surgeon, but like looking at that, I'm like, that's scary. Right? This is Tanis scary. Or I would designate this as a scary condition from my perspective. So I guess it's a bit of there's a bunch of preventative measures, and it's mostly like behavioral changes that need to be made. And including like consumption, and exercise and that kind of thing. So yeah, there's a probing. It's a Tanis designated scary one, coronary heart disease.